Now, in most of my videos, I've told you guys the narcissist they will receive their karma. When that will happen, how it will happen, it is not your duty to find out. Your job is to go out there, focus on you, heal yourself, okay? Heal the wounds, recover. The karma is not your business. It's just a matter of time. It may sometimes take years, it could take a while, you never know. But whether it comes in fast or delayed, it is going to come for the narcissist. So they cannot run away from the things that they have done. Okay, there's a lot of horrible things they have done. You just only know the surface. You who is living, you just know the surface. But if you have taken some time to dig deeper into those people, you will know they have already hurt some people, many people, and they have been running for the longest period of time. In one of the things that happens when you have broken up with a narcissist, you are going to be surprised as to how fast the narcissist is going to move on to the next person. If a person who is emotionally mature, you will be surprised to understand how quickly and how fast a narcissist is going to run to the next supply. Now, when you start getting aware and educated on narcissistic abuse, you will hear people talking about the next supply, the new supply, the next supply, you know. So they're running to an individual who doesn't actually know anything. They don't know anything about those people, so they are easy targets. You was an easy target as well many years ago when you met those people. You was an easy target because you didn't know what narcissism was. So they found it um, easier to get that relationship with you because you did not know who they were, so you wasn't going to ask any questions. It was going to be business as usual for them. And after a while, you might now have started realizing that you was in an abusive, toxic relationship. But now we want to look at this thing on the spiritual perspective, okay? So when we start talking about karma, we're trying to go a little bit deeper into the unconscious, into the spiritual. What is really happening in this scenario? In the initial stages of a narcissistic relationship, not always, but sometimes, you may run into a narcissist who they look like something is wrong with them. It's like maybe they may tell you some stories, they have those sob stories. You might hear them talking about things like, oh, they lost their house or they don't have a job or something. Nobody's talking to them and what they're going to make you, and especially if you're a very sensitive empath, so they are going to make you feel, very sorry for them. Like they have got those sub stories and they know that you're an empath, so you are going to connect emotionally with them and kind of find out if there's anything you could do. Maybe there is, you could give them a hand or you could help them from point A to B. And like I've said, not always it will be the case. Some of them, they may hide it and they may come in like, they have everything going on together. So they have everything, they have their lives together. So they could fool you with that. But some of them, you might see the signs that they are struggling. It may be just for a job. It may be just struggling to have a place to stay. It may be struggling with different things. Even sometimes they could be struggling with illnesses. And you'll be like, okay, we're gonna, I will take you in, and let's see what we can do. I know a good doctor on the other side of the town. I know where I can take you. I know which medications you need. I know a place you can stay. Sometimes you might have offered your own place. You're like, okay, so if you're homeless or whatever, you want to take this person into your home and get them a warm bed to sleep. And then eventually, For some reason, you guys might have gotten together, maybe you slept together in the first weeks and you guys fell in love, whatever. You thought it was love at the moment. So you took inside this person that would now turn out to become your worst nightmare. The reason why narcissists are moving on very quickly, like I've said, one of the reasons is because they can no longer get any supply from you. So they are starving, okay? These are energy vampires, you guys have told you already, and they are starving. They need supply, they need energy, and they are feeling like you can no longer offer this energy that they need. So they dump you off and run to the next supply. But also on the other level, what we need to understand, the narcissist is also running from karma. In the last days or weeks, maybe even a few months of that entanglement that you have been, you could have started mentioning things like karma. You could have gotten enough, and you was a little bit, figuring things out. Whatever it is you did, it will come back to you. Those kind of things. You might have mentioned these things to them, and you might have noticed that when you mentioned that word karma, the narcissist got very triggered. Okay, they got very triggered and they lashed out at you, or they didn't even want you to speak about karma because I've told you that the narcissist knows. They knows their game plan. They knows how these things have been going, what they have been doing to people, and for the longest period of time, depending on how old that narcissist is, they have always been running from karma. So you as an individual with the light, as an individual with proper good intentions, you have got your emotions together. It is now you who will become that person that is going to have a share of their karma. So in other words, the suffering that you go through when you're with a narcissistic individual is also a representation of the horrible things they have been doing to people. And because you was caught unawares in the process, so you jumped into somebody's life who was already running away from their karma. Unconsciously, you didn't even know it, but you was participating and sharing that karma with the narcissist. When a narcissist has been isolated, for example, if they have been abandoned, or let's say they never got any other source of supply, then in most cases, the karma is going to come to them very fast. It may not even take a week or two before you will start hearing things about them. But sometimes the karma takes long because they have already run into another pure soul, somebody else they are going to destroy, and that person is the one that has also been sharing their karma. So they are trying to lift off that dead weight. They are running into these new relationships with a lot of wounds, with a lot of karma, with a lot of garbage, and a lot of baggage that they have actually accumulated in their previous relationships. So they was not able to do the healing, sit down a little bit and figure things out. Maybe they need to work on themselves or whatever. They haven't done the work. So they have gone into a new relationship with a karma that is supposed to be coming to them from the previous relationships. Because I've told you the narcissist has got a very long list and a very long line of victims. They have been running from person to person, breaking people, stealing, I don't know, whatever, humiliating people. They have been doing a lot of things. And they have always been running from their shadows. So once they look around, they are going to feel like there is something running after them. It is actually the karma running after them. The spirits of the people that they have destroyed, even some of them have taken their lives. They have taken some lives. There are some narcissists who have got blood on their hands. So they have even been killing people and damaging people. So they are running from the spirits. They can almost feel there is spirits that are running after them. You might have been with the narcissist and you went to sleep and you have seen this narcissist wake up in the middle of the night screaming, or sometimes they're running around the room. They're talking about things chasing them, something running after them. Those are the souls of the people they have destroyed. The souls are coming after them. And sometimes when you are the person in the way, because they're going to cling on to you, they need to cling on to your energy for protection. I've done a whole video on that, and I've told you some people cling on to you for spiritual protection, because you're a person who has got emotional intelligence. You're a person, very good empathic person. So you have got, yes, I've not said that you're perfect, but still you've got a pure heart. So they are going to cling on to your energy for a while, for as long as it can take. And that is when now these spirits and souls that are looking for them and are hunting for them day in, day out, they are going to meet you as a part of that relationship. And in most case scenarios, you might also share a part of that person's karma. So when you're dealing with a narcissist, there is a lot of things they will not tell you. Okay, there's a lot of things they will not tell you. They may hide a lot of their history. They may have been in difficult situations with some people, and they may be running from their shadows. They could have moved from one town, and they have already messed up in that town, so they moved to the different town, and they ran into you, and they're not going to tell you where they have been, or sometimes the things they have done. So, as a person who is involved with a narcissistic individual, it's very important for the most of you guys who are starting to get aware. When you meet somebody new, dig a little bit, take some time, don't be in a rush to, that's the good thing with healing. When you start healing, it's like you stop to run into these bogus relationships. When you meet somebody, you want to know a little bit more, you want to make sure they've got their life together, and you're not going to be a part and parcel of the things they're running from. So take some time to ask the questions, take some time to discern. Use your discernment and ask those people exactly how things have been. Like I've said, they may not tell you everything. But the more patient you get with those people, you may sometimes discover a lot of things about them. Ask questions. There may be people that know them. You may talk to some friends who know them, or you may sometimes try to dig around for some information. You may find out that the narcissist has done some things, and the more or the moment you understand what they have done previously, you are not going to want to deal with those kind of individuals. Okay, you are going to get on your feet and start running because you don't want to be a part of that kind of person. So a lot of empaths, um, you have unconsciously lifted off that karma from those people. The souls they have had over time, those souls are coming around looking for them. They are hunting them. They are being haunted by the souls of those people they have had before. Okay, you may be dealing with a narcissist who has actually burnt down somebody's house. They could have taken a life. They could have done something to people's businesses. They could have stolen people's money. And those people have cursed them. So a narcissist is a very cursed individual. They're walking around with a lot of curses. And those souls are haunting them wherever they go. So when you are the one who is in the way now, you may also, like I've said, become a part and parcel of that karma. So that is where now you're going to start suffering the pain they're supposed to carry. Because remember that when you're dealing with a narcissist, they have a lot of projection. Most of the times they're going to be projecting a lot of their negativity onto you. So when a person, that thing of projection is spiritual. When a person is projecting their energy towards you, it is the energy that they're dealing with. But they want somebody else to carry that energy for them. So that is why when you're with them, they are projecting that energy onto you. And at the end of the day, you're going to start feeling exactly how they feel. So it's why you see sometimes when you have had these very uh, tough arguments or whatever, confrontations with them, is why you start feeling very bad. You start feeling that negativity. It's like they have added something onto your shoulder, something onto your weight that you wasn't even prepared for. It is the karma that is lifting off of them, and they're dumping that karma onto you. So that is why you're suffering in those relationships. And while you're out there struggling, you're crying, maybe your husband did something, you are like kind of miserable. That's where they want you to be. And on the other hand, is when you see now the narcissist is feeling better about themselves because they have now been able to lift off their energy from themselves onto you. So they just need they need your energy to carry their dead weight. Okay. They have a lot of things they have done and they need somebody who's going to carry their weight for them. Because they know that if they don't do that, they may go down. Okay. Not even may, they will do go down. Okay. It's just a matter of time before they will go down. So if you have seen a lot of times, in some few cases, I don't know if you guys have that experience, and you have a narcissist you have left behind, you may start hearing a lot of bad things about them, bad things that happen to them. Okay, you may start hearing things like They may have lost a car, they may have lost a job, they may to go be in hospital suffering, doing a lot of things are happening to them. It can only happen when they have not found an alternative. So this is like for trying to find another scapegoat, somebody who's going to carry that weight for them. So if they have not done that, they're going to collapse. Okay. So a lot of you guys who are living narcissists, there's a lot of things you need to prepare for. You need to prepare for those news because in either way possible, any way, that news is going to reach you. You are going to hear those things happening to them. And sometimes it's not something you want to hear, it's not something you want to see. You may be sometimes dealing with a parent and there's things you don't want to, you're a good person, so you never really wanted these things to happen. But there's things that are happening to them. That is because they are paying the price for the damage they have done to people, the things they have done, the souls they have damaged, and the list can go on and on and on. So don't be the one in the way, okay? The more you get enlightened and awakened and understand what this whole evil is, you educate yourself, you are never going to allow yourself to get involved in any form of narcissistic individual because you don't want to deal with the karma that has got nothing to do with you. You wasn't there when they was abusing people, destroying people. It wasn't a part of your process. You wasn't there. You didn't know anything about it. So don't be the one who is going to lift that weight off of them. Let them go and deal with their own weight, okay? Try to understand that you deserve better, my chosen ones. You deserve better. You deserve healthy people. You deserve people that know how to work on themselves. You deserve people that know how to vibrate correctly. You're not going to be running up and down in relationships that are going to destroy and damage you. Stop being a part of those people's karma because either way, that karma is coming for them. Do not be the one in the way because if you are the one in the way, you're going to share a part of that karma. So let us know what you think about the video, guys, in the comment section below. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session if you want to. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. Denzamos signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.